Hello, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, remember to hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell when you subscribe on your phone. Now, thank you so much for all the confirmations about the information, the messages, and thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you for the donations. Nerida, thank you so much. Your donation was greatly appreciated. Thank you for your support and your gratitude as well. It really does inspire me. Your messages let me know that we're bringing through the right information for you. And please let me know of a topic you would like me to do a reading on. Just send me a message. Also, what else have we got to say here? We are going to do the full moon Taurus lunar eclipse reading for you. It's happening on the 18th and 19th of November. And it is a Beaver moon. Now, what does a Beaver moon mean? The Beaver moon is an extra special full moon. It coincides with a near total lunar eclipse. Got that right? Now, the shadow of that causes the moon to look red. It won't be a total lunar eclipse, but it's about 98%. But the 98% of the moon will be covered up, so it's very close to being a total lunar eclipse. So there you have it. That's what a Beaver full moon is, energy. Now also remember that lunar eclipses, all eclipses, are like what I call sort of tornado energy, okay? It really does move things. It's the wild card. Anything could happen. Changes, endings and beginnings can happen very quickly. It is a full moon, so remember, full moon's completion of a cycle. It also brings, it highlights, the full moon highlights something. Now, being a lunar eclipse, this is going to bring to light things that need to be brought to the light, to the surface. And we've got Taurus in here, we've got Scorpio in here, and we'll talk about some other aspects, Venus in Capricorn and Mars in Scorpio. So we are going to talk about a lot of energies here, get some messages, get some cards for you guys and see what that energy is going to do for you. So this lunar eclipse will actually is going to bring to light, and you will see some things that you didn't see. So I suppose that's the energy of epiphany, revelation. We do have Taurus here, and now remember, Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is love and romance, so it possibly could hit relationships or love or values, deeper values, because we do have a Scorpio aspect here. So we've got Mars in Scorpio, which is about intimacy, privacy, emotions, transformation of the self. It is the rising of the phoenix happening here, and in that energy we do have a square, a Saturn square and a T square to Jupiter. So an exaggeration is going on, but within that exaggeration of emotions, and what I mean by exaggeration is I think you're going to feel more. I think you're going to feel deeper on situations to do with relationships, Taurus also represents our survival. Okay, money, finances, our long-term food supply. So we're going to be looking into that. You know, Taurus likes stability and security and long-term. What can I rely on or not? You know, that will be stable for the future. So let's have a little look here. We've got Taurus ruled by Venus. We've got Venus trine Uranus. So there could be an unexpected love, an unexpected surprise, an unexpected feelings, unexpected things that need to come to the light that you may not have known were there, being deep with the Scorpio. Because what this overall energy is really looking at is our material. Taurus does rule the material world, our material and spiritual values, and what's important, what really matters now to you, and what it is going to highlight within that, what you need to see, is because we have 7 fixed planets. Now we have 4 planets in water around this moon, full moon, and 4 in earth. That's 8. 7 of those are fixed. So fixed energy does bring us the resilience and the strength to move through or push through, but it also to endure. Okay, it brings through the energy to endure. It can bring through patience as well, the capacity for that, that reliability in that. But fixed signs don't like change. So where are you being stubborn? How do you use your power? We've got some aspects there. So fixed energy is very good, as in for sustainability, capacity, endurance, strength, loyalty, reliability. But we have this energy here. It's got an opposite. The shadow side is stuck, rigid, too fixed, not able to see another side, not able to see what we need to see because we're too tunnel vision, stubborn, not letting go easy, not liking change. So, wherever this fits for you, everybody's different. You may want to find out where you have Taurus and Scorpio in your chart, in your natal chart, and where in the houses, because we have a series of eclipses now that go to a 2-year period, and most of them are going to be in Taurus and Scorpio. Scorpio's transformation. Taurus is ruled by Venus, my deep love and values, also my grounded, centered, intuition, heart, what I'm connected to, and really is a strong base for me, okay? So, interestingly enough, those eclipses go till the 28th of October 2023. Most of them will be in Taurus and Scorpio, so wherever that hits in your chart, that's what it will be hitting for you. These are very powerful times with intense collective energy. Okay, so it's looking at you within the collective and the collective energy. Bringing of the masculine, feminine energy together, the duality, the unity, the peace, the transformation. Taurus wants peace. Taurus wants a peaceful life. You think of the Taurus, the bull, sitting out in the paddock on their own, having quite a peaceful life, but it can be, where are you holding on that's no longer healthy for you? Where are you holding on that's got boundary issues? Where are you overstepping the boundaries? Where do you need boundaries? Vice versa. This holding on, this exaggeration to a fixed idea or a fixed way, that will be the challenge. That there's going to be one or the other. You're going to be very resistant and hang on to that and try and endure that, and something to do with loyalty and reliability. But in that, there's going to be ends of relationships because you're realizing what can I rely on and what can't I rely on here within myself or others. So we may see with this Taurus, Taurus rules money, banks, resources, other people's money, corporation money. Scorpio is joint resources, so who you're living with, who you're sharing with, shared responsibilities, how we use our energy, how we're using our energy to do with the earth, the animals, our long-term economic ability to survive. So we're looking at that as a collective, but so joint resources here, and Taurus is also about that as well. So isn't that interesting? That's why it'll hit relationships. There could be some ends of some relationships here, because it may not have a long-term foundation for your future. So you will know what you will experience in that, either people crossing your boundaries or you needing to put boundaries in, shared responsibilities, how equal are they, how sustainable are they, who's, you know, equal balance in that. I would say there's a bit of that because there seems to be a bit of power issues here, power struggles. Anyway, let's have a look. Hope, 17, the light, foundation and achievements, yeah. Got a few in reverse here. So it's definitely looking at, you know, hope for the future. So a lot of you in this light, I don't know if you can see it in this card, but there is a person in this card. So that can be manifesting to me, for you, manifesting, you know, what you want to bring in, what you hope to build, bringing light to that, bringing energy into that. It's an 8 card, and then we've got a 4. 4 and 8 is about foundation, and this is about foundation and achievements. So looking at I'm just getting a lot of looking at your security and your stability. We've got temptation in reverse. So I would say around this full moon, you're going to look at a lot of things where you were pulled into temptation, or temptation pulls you off your path, or your off track, I'm hearing. Yes, because something's very out of balance. Somebody here, I'm going to get this message in a minute. There was positive movement forward, and it was not taken, or it hasn't been being taken probably because of the 7 fixed planets there, but that's within you. So there was something you were hoping for, wishing for, wanting, a foundation or a certain set of achievements. But what happens to happen here, someone was pulled back into temptation. They went backwards, and we've got positive forward movement, but it wasn't. So you may be thinking and rethinking a decision here. Rejoice in celebration. Well, that's in reverse. So and we've got solar plexus. So here's what I'm getting. I feel like there's an energy that will come to light, or an issue that will come to light this full moon. And it is to do with maybe a choice, a decision, or a temptation that you went back into, or you keep going back to, that it has stopped your progression forward. And that can be that fixed energy. You know, the resilience, the strength to stay, to endure, or the fixed energy not to let go. I couldn't let go. And I was pulled back into temptation of the old, or a belief system, or a person, or a place, or a situation. The movement forward stopped. My rejoicing of celebration stopped, and I realized I am unfulfilled. And the solar plexus, so the soul has an issue. So we've got an issue going on in the soul, and that's why we've got the hope energy here. Got deep quick. But someone feels here they've either made a wrong decision, or they were pulled back into temptation. Because look at this, 3, 3, 8. You know, that forward movement would have had a lot of security, a lot of stability, a lot of finances, a lot of flow. The 8, 3, you know, fun, change, good times, collaboration, working together. See, the soul was not... Well, the solar plexus chakra reversed is someone didn't listen to their soul calling here. Patience. See? Yep, crown chakra reversed. And because of that, someone here did not listen to their soul calling, whatever that was, person, place, situation, because they're too fixed and they're hanging on to old emotions, old earth. So we've got 4 planets in earth signs, 4 planets in water. Water's emotion. So we're hanging in here. We ignored something that our soul wanted, a direction that was from the higher up. It was ignored, it was shut down, and it's brought deep emotional loss. And that is why the solar plexus, the soul is crying. And this is why we're trying to bring in hope here. We're trying to bring in a new beginning. a new hope, a manifestation, which is about your foundations and what you want for the long-term future, where you see yourself going. And that's what's going to come to light. You know, there's something coming to light. It's a decision you made about a foundation, or couldn't make the decision. You know, someone got pulled back into temptation, but they may also be coming out of temptation as well here. But there was definitely trickery there. That's a 6. That's possibly a relationship. Now that can be work, that can be many things. So, and then that positive movement forward, they didn't do it. They didn't take it. They didn't get the celebration. They didn't listen to their soul, to that soul pulling. They've gone inward or into hermit mode, or maybe you had to, or things have slowed or stopped. And that was because there was a rejection of the divine, a rejection of a soul path, a soul calling. And that relates to, that's what's going to be brought to light, this Taurus lunar full moon eclipse. And yes, you are going to feel the emotions of it, and that will be Mars in Scorpio. Now remember, Mars is aggression, Mars is going forward, and Scorpio is deep emotions that transform the self. So that's why I feel this is very heavy. Maybe you needed to be pulled back into temptation to learn some lessons. Now I'm shuffling these cards, but they're asking me to get the tarot out. Yeah, look at this. Somebody missed their opportunity for their spiritual and material growth. Spiritual and material prosperity is that card, and it was in reverse, and that's what they've realized. So there is some heavy energy here, guys, for the Taurus lunar eclipse. It's only for some of you. Now this could be, and just because that's happened doesn't mean you're not going to get another chance, because we do have the hope card here, or the manifestation, or that could be the universe or your guides bringing you another chance. Okay, so we do have chance here. That was just a validation of what's gone on, and I think the realization of what's gone on for you. So all of these can be turned around. You know, we have free will, we can make choices, but we do have to go through some sort of heartache and loss. And I think that's part of the spiritual awakening that will happen in this deep Mars, Scorpio, Saturn square, T square, Jupiter. Jupiter's about expansion. Now, if we've got a square and a T square going on, yeah, what you have to see what you're holding on to, what's no longer healthy, where your boundaries are not healthy. What's happening here is Jupiter likes to expand, and none of these cards, they're all reversed. You didn't expand, you didn't grow, you didn't go on the soul's journey. You decided to go back and repeat, or stay fixed. Star card, wow, now there's the hope. Look at that. Hope, star card, manifestation, star card, manifestation on the hope card. So there's definitely a beginning, a new beginning, or a chance for a new beginning. Get manifesting, remember where you put your energies, what you get. Look at this, foundation and achievement, 10 of cups. I think we are going to have an epiphany and a revelation about who, what, where, how is our happily ever after, our 10 of cups, where we feel content, where we feel we can have a home, like a foundation. Temptation, yep, there definitely was an offer, and now you're reconsidering that temptation and where you went or where you didn't go and you were meant to, and there is a re-offer here. There is someone reaching out. Absolutely, someone, positive movement forward was brought in by the universe. It's in reverse. Someone sabotaged it. You sabotaged it, you worked against the universe, or someone worked against you. Probably went back to that temptation. So now temptation can be a person, place, situation. It can be a behavior or a pattern, okay? But to me, it's something you kind of, with that energy, you're just too fixated in. You're just too stuck in something that you're not moving on from. Rejoicing in celebration, you're ready to do that now. You're ready to take that next travel, expand, go another level. It looks like you're ready to do that now. Solar plexus, yeah, you had to go inward. There was definitely a soul. I am right about the solar plexus and that soul calling. See, we've got the hermit, and that's the soul. It's also going inward, rethinking, re-seeing things, light, something coming to light here. Something may be activated in someone that wasn't. So sometimes, you know, we see someone or something and we think, no, that's not for me, or that won't work. The clock says 11:11. There we go. And also all of a sudden you have an epiphany. Yeah, the patience, you had to weigh up the pros and cons, maybe paperwork, maybe get things in order, get you in order here. 5 is change, 14, the crown, not listening to the universe, to go on a new path into the unknown. You have to have faith when you do this. This is an adventure. You've never been on this before. You've never been on this path before. So it may have been scary. That may have been why you went back. That is why you didn't make the positive movement forward. You didn't get into that celebration. You didn't listen to your solar plexus and the message from the divine. You got tempted and taken off course. To your true foundation and happiness and contentment. But now they're saying you need to move forward. You need to take that leap of faith. You need to go on the adventure and the unknown. And what have we got here? The last, I pulled 2, so I'm going to take 2 and look at heartache and loss. We have the 6 card reverse, material and spiritual prosperity reverse. Someone not listening, where the universe was trying to show them spiritual and material prosperity, and they didn't take that and got lost, heartache and loss. Look at this. We've got the 2 of Cups, the relationship card, and the journey. See, a journey was supposed to be taken here that was not. There was a lot of heartache and loss. Now we're back here. We have a second opportunity. So for those of you who are in the love area of this, it looks like your person is going to come back in, maybe with an apology here, maybe with a new perspective, maybe with a new seeing things in a different light, or maybe ready to move forward, ready to listen to the universe, ready to step in, transform, reconnect, re-listen. Someone really disconnected here and went back into very low vibration, temptation, cut off their crown, their listening, their intuition, really disconnected from their soul, from their movement forward, and from what they knew was going to bring the material and spiritual prosperity. So that's inward and outward. That's why it was the 10 of Cups, inward and outward, happiness, contentment, joy. They didn't listen. For others of you, if that was a career, if that was money, if that was something you knocked back or you didn't go for, you know, you sabotaged or it got sabotaged, it looks like you're going to get another chance, another beginning, another epiphany, a seeing it a different way, reapplying, rethinking it out, strategizing, I heard. So how much time have we got? Yeah, look at that. A fated wheel of change. There is a decision coming up, and where it was something was in balance, there will be change. There will be change. If there was imbalance in a relationship or you couldn't make a decision, that fated wheel of change is coming in. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. So it looks like, yeah, wow. Queen of Pentacles is an energy, male or female, loving, caring, nurturing, hard worker, runs their own business, you know, provides, gives, material, physically, love, nurture, very solid, very steadfast, very good worker, hard worker, puts in the work. And there's love, unconditional love here too. Someone was in deception or got deceived in what that was or who that was for them. Or they deceived themselves or they got deceived. And also doubt. You know, you can doubt as well with that card. And then we've got healing. I heal you, you heal me. Together we heal each other, and together we're abundant. And there's the faith and the loyalty. So it looks like whatever this doubt or deception or indecision or something like that, whatever that was for you or the person or the place or the situation, there's certainly something coming to light here. It is about a relationship or a passion, a desire. So that can be a career, like a passion and a desire. Empress, now the Empress can be a person, male or female. I don't put gender here in these moon reads. It's an energy that births things, you know, a pregnancy, but it's about birth, rebirth, growing. The Empress grows. She's the divine mother. She provides. She's mature. Yeah, look, and now we've got the King of Pentacles coming out, reviewing long-term security, stability. So we've got divine counterparts here, the King and Queen of Pentacles, both hard workers, both probably got the same values, the same ideas, the same ideals, want the same love and nurture and connection. But you remember, when you're dealing with a high priestess, the Empress, she works for the divine. She may sit there like she's been an overnight success, but it's not the case. She's put in a lot of hard work, and we see that with the Queen of Pentacles here and the King of Pentacles. So she. There is a lot of hard work that's been put in this, and this is about birthing a new cycle. You know, the Empress can birth nothing into something. If you want to do something, she can give you the wisdom, the direction. She's been through trials and tribulations. She works for the divine. She's protected by the divine. And no, it does not mean just because you're a mother or giving birth, you're an Empress. What this means is the Empress card can come up if there's a pregnancy or if there's going to be a birth. That can represent that in a reading, but here I can see she's a great provider. She's stable, she's secure, she thinks long term. That's why you can't breadcrumb an Empress. You can't give little bits and pieces. So she puts her energy into growth and growing stuff that's got growth for everybody, long-term growth, see? Something she can build, develop, because she has to take her orders and live her energy through the divine, because she understands when you don't listen to the divine, she understands the consequences through the divine, whether you want to call it the lessons, the karma. So because she's been there, done that, she's been through it all. She's got the wisdom because she's had every single experience and probably every battle, every trial, every tribulation. That's why she's an Empress. Now, this is also a mother card, but it is a feminine energy that nurtures, that provides, that builds, that gives. This person knows what they want now, whether that's you or the person, place or situation. They now know what's going to bring them this long-term security, stability. There could be passion there, and that could be a career as well. It could be teaming up in the right career. Can we have, magician. Yeah. Now I'm going to stop it here because it is going to repeat. It's definitely what stopped that here, what turned the solar plexus, the crown chakra in reverse, disconnected by temptation, that old issue. What happened was someone definitely got off their path, or someone was ignoring their path or their soul calling. And what's happened here is it is definitely drama, chaos, of the past, from the past, pain, hurt, struggle, someone that created issues with you, for you, of the past, quite an immature energy, created a lot of conflict, but manifested that conflict. So someone here was around a person, a place, a situation where conflict was purposely created, manifested, thought about. And the magician pulls every hat out of the bag, every trick, every piece of knowledge, every tried everything to create conflict with the past, with the old, with old hurt, old love, old wounds. This is lower, unevolved energy, dramas, temptation in reverse, lower frequency energy, which stopped, disconnected someone, you, or someone did it to you, this person, from positive movement forward, rejoicing in celebration, following their soul and their spiritual journey, and that stopped their material and spiritual prosperity. So whether that was a relationship you went back to, a situation, a pattern, a behavior, let's say it's a job. Let's say it's a job you didn't go for, or you don't take that next step in your career, let's say. Place this where it fits. Yeah, see, the fated wheel of change has come back in this full moon. You have a chance to end a cycle here. Yeah, and go into very fast, you're going to have this rethinking, abundance, epiphany, fated wheel of change, very fast out of nowhere. Information is coming. You will take action. The King of Wands does take action, doesn't usually think it through, but does take action. And look at this releasing of a burden or a direction. They want to put or give where they need to give, or go to where it's more giving. It is a journey. They do have to go on the journey and leave things behind and find this last missing cup, which is the pull of the solar plexus and the spirituality. But they do know they will have to fend for themselves or defend themselves to go on this journey. And we know why, because this person or place or situation or people, it can be a number of people, were manifesting problems, manifesting conflicts, bringing things in and up to pull you into this lower vibration, this hurt, this old past, this old struggle, keeping you where you're at. Keeping you where you're at. This person, they brought in the temptation, you took the temptation, and now you're back where you were, and now this full moon is going to bring to light whatever that is for you that needs to come through. The good news is you have given up a good opportunity for lots of compatibility, divine counterparts here, want to work together, work well together, create abundance together, whatever it is. There's an Empress here, the Lovers card, the Healing card, the long-term security, stability card, unconditional love. Yes, you have to move, travel, change, expand your horizons. The fated wheel of change is back. Now, we only get so many opportunities by the divine. Remember that as you sit and weigh up your pros and cons. And this is about what your true happiness is. Yep, Ten of Swords. Oh, wow. It's come out again. We have the Ten of Swords, which is completion. You did have to, maybe you had to go back. Maybe you had to miss an opportunity. Maybe you had to do that to learn the lessons or complete lessons or go back to close out a cycle. Ten of Swords is you have learned all the lessons there. What else can you possibly learn? You can't get another sword in that back. but they are looking forward. They are looking forward to go forward. We do have here the, oh gosh, sorry, it slipped my mind. The 10. So we've got the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. That's what I was trying to say. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. So releasing of a burden or a decision made. Something's finally closed out, and that fated wheel of change. And we do have that King of Wands ready to move forward on that 10 of release burdens. Wow. There's a new idea, there's new hope, and that fated wheel of change, I don't know what it is. Thank you. Thank you. Someone's just left something. Thank you. So there is new hope here. There is new inspiration, hope, an idea, an opportunity presented possibly, and the courage is there. The courage, to do it now. Yeah, so you've been rethinking it. There's a judgment call coming, and illusion and delusion, and there's the full moon energy. So if this was for a relationship, let's pull, I've got some new cards. Let's pull some, they're still a bit stiff and stuck. What is the message for the relationship aspect of this, where they went back to the past, the temptation, and now they're coming out of it? What was the realization? Confusion. Yeah, okay. So all seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers, because remember, we had the divine cut off. They disconnected from that, and the solar plexus. And this person was in confusion. They really were. And the more disconnected they got through the temptation when they went back, it's created more confusion because the vibration was lower for them. They didn't go through the awakening or the initiation of the spiritual journey. Okay, so it's like a shift in frequency. Be open to accept divine guidance in your relationships. So they were in confusion, now they're open to the divine. Okay, and they have been able to find and look for ways around obstacles to find happiness. So they definitely had some obstacles in their way that created confusion. Now they're back open to finding ways and can see the way, which is this, see the way through that confusion. They're receptive. Be ready to receive what fate has planned for you. So this confusion you had to go through, but there's fated energy here, openness, the obstacles they see through them or around them, and it is about a divine union here. A marriage of souls is a union of two divine counterparts blending together. So, and what do we have here? We had two divine counterparts here. So this definitely is about someone going back or finally clear or out of confusion, and they're now actually starting to become receptive, starting to become open, starting to see through their obstacles. And it is a time to think of everything that you admire in your partner or in a partner. And I'm going to add in that, in a partnership. So if this was career, you were very confused or fearful. You weren't open. You weren't listening to the universe. You weren't ready to have a spiritual shift or go beyond your current level. There were too many obstacles for you. You weren't open to receive, and now you are. And now you're ready to actually embrace that and also admire. It's like you've got this admiration back for someone or something, or something's come to light that has brought that energy back in for you. I like these cards. Oh, wow. For a lot of you, true love. So true love is that divine counterpart, higher vibrational, spiritual love journey, soul calling, divine intervention. Because when we have Empress or Emperor energy here, that is a higher divine connection through the divine. Okay? It's not a normal, if you just had the divine counterparts out with no Empress, no Emperor, no High Priestess, it's got a different energy. but this is definitely got a higher divine calling, and this is what true love is. True love is not soulmate love. True love comes when you least expect it. It's probably from the person you didn't expect to be with or think about maybe, or maybe you've had an epiphany. But true love is real love. It's a deep spiritual love